Have you ever wondered why some people seem untouched by time? Why certain faces carry the softness of youth, even as the years pass? It's not always genetics. Sometimes it's wisdom. Sometimes the reason you look younger than your age has nothing to do with your skin and everything to do with your soul. Because youth is not just a number. It's a signal. A reflection of how you live, how you think, and what you carry internally. And the ancient Stoics knew this long before modern science could prove it. That true vitality, true agelessness, begins from within. In this video, we're going to explore 7 hidden reasons why you look younger than your age, through the lens of Stoic philosophy and modern psychology. These aren't skincare tips or cosmetic tricks. These are deeper. They are the invisible habits, the mental disciplines, the soulful practices that renew you, not just physically but spiritually. Each reason is rooted in ancient wisdom, backed by psychological truth, and relevant to your modern life. If you've ever felt different, if you've ever wondered why people say you have a young energy or a calm that seems untouched by age, then this video is for you. Let's begin. Reason 1. You carry less inner conflict. Look closely at the people who seem truly youthful. Not just wrinkle-free, but light-free. You'll notice something strange. They aren't necessarily the ones with the best genes or the most expensive routines. They're the ones who've made peace with themselves. You see, inner conflict ages you. Carrying guilt, shame, indecision, these are weights. And the body wears what the soul cannot release. The Stoics understood this long before it became psychology. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "If you are pained by any external thing, it is not this thing that disturbs you, but your estimate of it. And this you have the power to revoke." And what happens when you learn to revoke that pain? You lighten. You lift. When you stop wrestling with who you are, when you no longer wear a mask for others, your face relaxes, your eyes soften, your very presence shifts. Because peace doesn't just live in your heart. It shows up in your skin, your breath, your posture. You don't flinch under pressure. You don't break under opinions. And in a world of noise, that stillness is magnetic. People can't always explain it, but they feel it. You look younger because inside you are unburdened. Reason 2, you've mastered emotional control. Aging is not just a physical process. It's emotional erosion. Stress, reactivity, emotional volatility. These wear down the body like a river carving rock. But those who remain youthful into their 30s, 40s, even 60s, they have learned a secret. Emotional control is preservation, not suppression, not denial, but the Stoic art of governing oneself. Seneca once said, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." And he was right. Most people age quickly not because of what happens to them, but because of how they respond. Anger, bitterness, jealousy, these are corrosive energies. They tighten the brow. They stress the heart. They leave permanent marks. But you, if you've learned to breathe before reacting, if you've trained yourself to observe instead of erupt, then your nervous system is calm. Your body is less taxed, and your face, it glows with the soft armor of restraint. You no longer let every comment cut. You don't ride every emotional wave. You've cultivated still waters inside, and that stillness radiates as youth. People look at you and wonder why you never seem tired, drained, or tense. But the truth is simple. You've stopped leaking energy through emotional chaos, and the result is visible. You look younger because you feel lighter. You've mastered the ancient Stoic discipline. Control what you can, let go of what you can't, and let your peace preserve your power. Reason 3, you live with purpose, not performance. There is a quiet pressure that most people carry. The need to perform for the world. To be liked, to be seen, to impress. But performance is exhausting. And over time, that exhaustion ages you. You can see it in the eyes of those who are constantly measuring themselves against others. Always competing, always adjusting, always afraid of being less than. But not you. You have chosen purpose over performance. The Stoics believed in living in accordance with nature, your true nature. Epictetus wrote, "Seek not for events to happen as you wish, but wish them to happen as they do happen, and your life will flow smoothly." That's purpose. It's not about applause. It's about alignment. You live from within. You are not chasing trends, mimicking others, or losing sleep over public opinion. And because you're not acting, you're alive. You laugh more freely. You speak with depth, not decoration. There's a glow to people who walk their own path, a clarity that can't be faked. The irony is when you stop trying to look young, when you stop trying to appear perfect, that's when you start to look the most radiant, because authenticity is ageless. And the moment you shift from performing to living with purpose, the world stops aging you and starts admiring you. Reason 4, you practice detachment from drama. In every life there's drama. Drama in relationships, drama at work, drama in your mind. It's easy to get caught up in the whirlwind, to feel your blood pressure rise, your heart race, and your mind spiral. But the truly youthful, they have learned the art of detachment. The Stoics, especially Marcus Aurelius, were masters of this discipline. He wrote, "The tranquility that comes when you stop caring what they say or think or do, only what you do." And how can detachment from drama make you look younger? Because drama doesn't just age you emotionally, it ages you physically. When you absorb the chaos around you, your body mirrors it. Your posture tenses, your mind races, your breath shortens. But when you detach, when you don't let the external world control your inner world, you stop carrying that weight. People who practice detachment are rarely in a hurry. They don't feel the need to explain or defend themselves, and as a result, their energy is different. They walk with a calm assurance. You might not notice it at first, but there's a lightness to them. It's in the way they speak slowly, deliberately, and that lightness is a key to looking youthful. When you cease to attach your worth to the drama around you, you free your soul from the wear and tear that the world tries to impose. You look younger, not because of your skin, but because of your peace. You are unbothered. You are detached from the chaos, and that radiance is ageless. Reason 5, you are grateful, not resentful. Resentment is a slow poison. It doesn't just cloud your mind. It tightens your body. It drags your spirit into darkness. And over time, that bitterness ages you, physically and emotionally. But the youthful soul, they are grateful. They do not hold grudges. They do not dwell in the past. Gratitude isn't just a passing feeling. It's a way of being. It's about seeing the gifts in the small moments. The soft breeze, the laughter of a friend, the comfort of a meal. Seneca, the Stoic philosopher, believed that gratitude was a powerful force for peace. He said, "A happy life is one that is in harmony with itself. And true harmony comes from accepting life as it is, without constantly comparing, resenting, or yearning for something else." Gratitude grounds you in the present. It removes the chains of regret. It frees you from the cycle of if only. And when you live with this mindset, your soul feels lighter. That lightness is reflected in your body. You smile more often. Your eyes shine, your energy is balanced. You look younger not because your past was perfect, but because you've chosen to release it. You let go of the weight of resentment, and you carry the joy of gratitude, which adds years to your life and life to your years. The truth is, gratitude is timeless. It keeps you rooted in the now and prevents you from being worn down by the should-haves and could-haves of the past. And that radiant sense of contentment, that is ageless. Reason 6, you focus on what you can control. There's a simple truth we often overlook in our daily struggles. You can't control everything. The weather, other people's opinions, what others think of you. These are things beyond your influence. But when you let go of the need to control what you can't, you become free. And it's in that freedom that you preserve your vitality, your energy, and yes, your youth. The Stoics were clear on this. Focus only on what you can control, and let everything else flow as it will. Epictetus said, "We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them." Those who live with this understanding seem almost immune to the tolls of stress. The anxious mind that constantly frets about uncontrollable things, the body bears the burden. But those who know the limits of their control, they live with ease. They breathe deeply. They make decisions with calm deliberation, not frantic urgency. And this peaceful approach to life doesn't just soothe the mind, it rejuvenates the body. When you stop battling against the world and focus instead on mastering your own actions, you create space for what truly matters. Inner peace. That peace radiates outward, drawing others to you. You begin to carry a certain grace, one that isn't strained or forced. And in this grace there is a timeless quality. You look younger because you don't wear the weight of uncontrollable circumstances on your shoulders. You focus only on your own response, and in doing so you remain light and ageless. Reason 7, you embrace the present moment. Time is a strange thing. It's always moving forward, slipping through our fingers like sand, and yet we spend so much of our lives either looking back at what we've lost or worrying about what's ahead. The result, we forget to live in the now. We forget that the present is the only moment we truly possess. But those who stay youthful, those who seem to carry the vitality of youth no matter how many years pass, they are masters of the present moment. The Stoics understood the power of now. Marcus Aurelius often reminded himself, "Do not waste time on what you cannot control. Live in the present, for the present is all you truly own." And this focus on the present doesn't just enrich your life mentally, it affects you physically as well. When you are fully present, you don't carry the weight of the past. You don't drag the future behind you like a burden. You're free from the stress of what-ifs. In this state, you begin to radiate a peaceful energy. You breathe deeply. You smile more easily. You laugh with an open heart. The present moment isn't about doing more, achieving more, or rushing. It's about being. And when you live in a state of acceptance, presence, and mindfulness, you protect yourself from the ravages of time. You're not forcing your life into some ideal future. You're living fully here now, and that is the secret to eternal youth. The moment you embrace what is right now, you become ageless. The future no longer drags you forward, and the past no longer holds you captive. You are free, and it is this freedom, this peace of mind, that keeps you looking fresh, vibrant, and truly alive. As we reflect on these 7 hidden reasons why you look younger than your age, something profound emerges. Youth is not a matter of years, but of choices. It's the decisions we make and how we live each day that determine how we age. The Stoic philosophy, ancient though it may be, offers us timeless wisdom on how to cultivate a life that doesn't just preserve youth, but enhances it. You see, youth isn't in your wrinkles, it isn't in your skin's elasticity or lack thereof. Youth is in your mind. It's in your emotional resilience, in your acceptance of what is rather than what you wish it to be. It's in the calm you choose over chaos, the peace you cultivate when the world is spinning around you. The Stoics taught that we should live in harmony with nature. And what is more natural than the flow of time? Yet by living according to nature's principles, we can choose how time affects us. By mastering our emotions, living with purpose, detaching from drama, practicing gratitude, focusing only on what we can control, and embracing the present moment, we can stay vibrant, alive, and youthful, no matter how many years pass. The truth is, the world will always change. Our bodies will inevitably age. But in the quiet corners of your mind, in the deliberate stillness you create, you possess the power to shape how you experience those years. So take this with you. If you want to preserve your vitality, your energy, your youthfulness, the key is not to fight against time, but to flow with it. Embrace the wisdom of the Stoics. Cultivate a life that doesn't just survive, but thrives. And in doing so, you'll not only look younger, but feel younger, radiating the ageless glow that comes from living fully in every moment. Youth, true youth, is the reflection of a soul that is free. Now I leave you with a simple call to action. Live each day with intention, purpose, and peace. And when you do, you will discover that you are not just aging. You are becoming the best version of yourself, the version that remains timeless.